Hello champs, welcome back to our channel Learn For You. Here is your study buddy Anshika, and as always we are going to continue our journey of Scratch. So are you guys enjoying this ride? And are you guys getting whatever we are learning? I hope things are clear to you, and now we will continue our journey of Scratch. So before moving ahead, let's have a recap as we always do. So what we did in our earlier video, there we studied about how we can add and delete different costumes and sprites. Then we studied the two major types of graphics, that were bitmap and vector. Coming on to the other thing was Scratch sound interface, and then we saw how we can save our project. So do you remember what we created in our last video? I hope we were just making that dinosaur and we were just changing the colors. So I hope you did that and you got all the things and things were very clear to you. Now it's time to move ahead and look some of the other things we have left in our Scratch editor. And once you will get all the things, we will start creating amazing projects and different games. The very first thing today we will learn is stages. So what basically stage is? You all would have done some of the stage performances in school, like any of the dance or any singing competition. So there you go onto stage and present yourself. Same is the way here, any of the sprite we are creating is being presented on our stage. So whatever we will do and make our things, they will be shown on our stage. Now, there are three ways we can present our stage. The first one is small, if we want to present inside. Coming on to our regular one, and then it is our full screen stage. So whenever we are done with creating our project, we switch to our full screen, which fits the player to one's web browser current resolution. And when we are coding, we just go onto our small screen or regular screen. Now, what are backdrops? This is also a new term to you, I hope, but I think you have understood what sprite is, right? So same way, here are backdrops. This is an image that can be shown on the stage. Means we just set our backgrounds, we set it in our phone, we set it in our PC. Same way, now we will create some animations or stories. So we need a backdrop for it. This is how we can change our backdrop. Now there are four ways by which we can choose our backdrop. It is just similar the way we choose our sprites. So the very first one is search. There are some inbuilt backdrops in our Scratch editor from which we can pick any of the backdrop. Then coming on to paint, if you have some creativity and you want to create your own backdrop, you can do that as well with the help of paint brush. Coming on to surprise, it will provide you a surprise and you can choose a random backdrop and then upload. If you have something in your own PC, you can choose from there also. Let's go on to our Scratch editor and see. So this is the Scratch editor window, and I hope you all have been familiar to this window now. This was the option of sprite I told you in an earlier video, and this is the option of our backdrop. So here you can see different kind of backdrops. There are different categories, it's like fantasy, music, sports and many more. From here you can choose any of the backdrop, as for example party one. You all would be enjoying the party and now Scratchy is doing the party. So same way you can choose any of the backdrop, and then the similar options you will be available here. You can just click on your backdrop and from here you can edit the backdrop the way you want. Okay, so now if you want to delete any backdrop, then also there is a delete icon. You can click on it and that will be deleted. This is our backdrop editor interface I just showed you right now, and there are different options by which we can make our backdrop edited. So these were also clear to you in our earlier video. I hope I explained you all these, like ungroup, group, copy, paste. These are quite very simple options, but it is just to make you familiar with them, so that later on you need not to search here and there and directly you will be able to get onto these options. The other ones to make your editing more beautiful are like select, paintbrush and buckets. These options are now known to you, so you can easily use them. Now, moving on to some other thing, let's go there on Scratch Editor and see what things are left here. So I just showed you different backdrops, and you can as well paint from here, and these are the same options that are available. If you want to delete any of the backdrop, just click on it and here will be this delete icon. As soon as you press on it, your backdrop will be deleted. Here your sprites are shown. This is your sprite pane and this is your backdrop pane. So from here you can access all of them. Now you're almost familiar with your complete Scratch editor. You know about different things, but the one more thing left is our extensions. So what do you think extension is? It is like something extra. When you add something extra to your things, it is known as extension. So this is a category of blocks that added to the block palette and extends the scope of Scratch editor. Till now, I haven't entered you in our blog section, but in our upcoming videos, we will jump onto our coding and there we will use all these blocks. So there these comes extension with the help of which you can add on some extra feature to your Scratch editor. The way you can add on different extension is shown here. Click on this icon for add extension and then this interface occurs. So here you can choose the way you want. If you cannot create all the animations in your Scratch editor, from extensions you can create different kind of games, animations and stories. So this is how extension help you. Now you have almost completed your Scratch editor. Now it's time to jump on our project. Are you getting surprised that how we can start creating project right now? Don't be, but we are going to create our project. Yes. So any guesses which project we are going to start? Let me take you to our editor and show you there. So let us remove this backdrop for now. We are going to create something interesting here. You remember I showed you one of the project and that was of a solar system. This one let me show you again here. Okay, so we are just importing it. And this solar system, I hope I showed this to you, right? So now it's time to start creating this project. You would be amazed at how we can right now, but now you are clear with backdrops, you are clear with sprites. So we are going to create this interface now. Let's start. Okay, so let us have a blank screen and then we will start creating this project. The very first thing we need is our backdrop, right? So let's go and select our backdrop. Since we are creating a universe project, so we will select it from space. I hope so the star one is looking perfect, so we can choose this and we don't need this sprite, so we can delete it from here. Now let us just make this backdrop look more interesting, right? It is somewhat not looking so good, but we can just edit it. As I have told you, we just go here on backdrop and now we can just edit it. Since we are in vector mode, so it will be quite very easy. Just convert it into the vector mode and here you can start creating. So let's create some of these things. This might look very bad for now, but yes, we can change it. We'll make it gradient and let us change this color to none. Okay, so you know our space is quite very colorful, right? That's why we will just make some changes in it. Okay, let's set this color to none and select this color. Now you can choose as per you the way you want to create. Just like we can create these. Once you will be done with your backdrop, we will start creating other things. As for now, it has some outline as well. So this outline should be none. We don't need any outline for it. Now just make its copy and paste it. Just make 2 or 3 of them so that we can provide some of the good looks. Our backdrop. Now we can change their colors. So let us make this somewhat to yellowish shade. I hope so. To look perfect. I have and this one in some blue shade or green shade. We can choose any of them. This is perfect. Okay, set it here, make it here, and then just enlarge it so that you can get some of the good effects. Just make it set as per you, the way you like it. I'm just trying to make it something look okay. So yes, this is how we can set all these. Okay, so let's keep this for now. Now we need to add some sprites. Like the very first we need is our sun. So go and search here, or else just scroll down, you will find it here only. We have this earth as well, you can see. Then comes our sun. Here is our sun. Add it. Then just choose your earth as well. Some sprites you will need to import, so you can import them as well. Now this done. Now it's time to create some of them, right? Now we have to create the very first planet, and the very first planet is Mercury. So let's name it Mercury. So now we are going to create this planet Mercury. Okay, as we have provided its name here, now it's time to create it. Just click on the circle shape and then you can easily create it here. Since Mercury is the closest planet to Sun, so it is quite an orange shade, I hope so. So just make it an orange shade. Take one more and draw it again and fill the solid colors in it. Now it depends on your creativity how you are going to create it, but this is how I am going to create it. Just wait, and then you have to just drag and drop and just group them so that you can easily edit them. And make it small. So tell me, how is it looking? I hope so it's perfect. Now just select them and group them. Okay, so this is how I am grouping them, and we can reduce now their size. So Mercury is the smallest planet. From here we can set its size, and I hope so it can be 50 as well. So yes, first let us set the size of Earth and Sun as well. So we can set the size of Sun to 60. I hope so it will be correct. Yes, and then of Earth is 30, right? It will take some time while creating all these planets, but once you will be done with them, you will have complete idea of Scratch editor that how you are going to deal with it. So yes, now Mercury is ready. Mercury is here, then Earth. But before Earth, we need to have Venus as well. So now it's the target that you have to complete all these planets. You have to make Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and other ones. What else you will need is like you have to just import some of the sprites. You can download them from Google because all of them you won't be able to create. It's like I have imported that asteroid belt which we will need. So from here you can just import this asteroid belt and then you can set it here. Just select it and go on its costumes, and from here you can just convert this into your vector mode and then select it, and easily you can set its size then. So this is how we can set its size. For now we are just creating our backdrop, right? We are just providing them. All the movements will be done in upcoming videos. For now we are just creating with the help of sprites and backdrops. So this is how you can set it. I hope it will be in center. Yes, and later on all the movements will be added and then our solar system will be complete. But before that we all need is sprites. So now it's going to take some time. I'll just create all them and I'll show you the one which I have created. And here comes our project. So see, I have created already all these planets and I can just show you in this zoom mode. So this is how we have created them. Here is our Sun, Saturn, Venus and other planets. So just complete them. Now this is your target, that and just take it as a project and try to complete them. It will be very interesting when you will be doing. Just make it more wonderful looking as much as you can. It's all on your creativity. Now we have created this and later on we will add some movements to it. Yes, so I hope now you have got how we are going to create our project. Now we are going to meet in our next video where we will start learning about different coding blocks. Till then, keep connected and keep learning. We are going to catch you soon in our next video. Bye bye.